Well, hello everyone in first year, section 2 and section 4. Welcome to this latest podcast. Sorry I missed a podcast for this week, but we will cover the weeks of April 9th and April 16th in this podcast. So here is a timely message for this section of the semester. Hang in there. Spring is coming. The snow will melt and go away, and flowers will grow because spring. Here's your new theme song for spring. Thanks, Tiny Tim. So yes, let's tiptoe through the tulips to the end of the semester. You're almost there. Hang in there. All right. If you have not already done so, please go get your calendar or your phone or your agenda or your piece of paper where you are keeping track of all of your assignments. And let's look at, first of all, the week of April 9th. So the first thing that I will draw to your attention is that the presentations in the lab are continuing on Tuesday mornings. Now that the prop box assignment is over, this is the big excitement in play, is the presentations with the children in the lab. Franca says those are going well, and I've had good feedback from the children, so keep doing a good job with those. So if you are up on Tuesday, April 10th, be sure you are ready for that. For your safety course, Carmelina reminds you to please attend class. Going to class is important, and there are in-class assignments worth marks that are ongoing. So please remember to attend your safety class. All right, in play on Wednesday, the 11th of April, you will be learning about writing developmental objectives, a very, very important topic. In health on Thursday, this is very important. It's the second group meeting for the snack prep assignment. Remember that assignment is a group assignment and it's worth 20% of your final grade. And everyone should have one member of each group that prints out the documents from the document pack, which is available online. Hang on a minute, I just need to answer somebody at the door. I can't come to the door, I'm making a podcast. Wait 2 minutes. Also for the health class, bring your apron to school and bring your hairnet or your bandana. Cleanup crew number 3 will be swinging into action. So check for your name on the board and you might be in cleanup crew number 3. And then a reminder from Carmelina about Fridays. Those first aid classes are mandatory. If you would like to get certified in first aid, you need to go to every Friday class and bring your manual as well to class for safety on Friday. And then on Friday in play, you will be having an in-class assignment related to writing developmental objectives, and that is worth 5% of your final grade. All right, let's now look at the week of April 16th. Big day on Monday, the 16th. 2 tests. First of all, you've got your Child Development 2 test, test number 2, which is worth 35% of your final grade, followed by test number 2 in Sociology, which is worth 20% of your final grade. So that's all on Monday, the 16th. On Tuesday the 17th in play, you might be presenting in the lab, so those are ongoing. An important day on Thursday the 19th in health, we will be going on our shopping trip to the stores in the little mall next to the campus here. So please dress appropriately for whatever the weather of that day will bring. You will be buying the food for your snack prep assignment. And then that same day, the 19th, groups 1, 2, and 3 will be preparing their snack for the assignment. And please remember that the children need to attend as well. And if you don't, there will be severe consequences for that. And then cleanup crew number 4 will clean up from the snack prep assignment. So That's all the information I have for those 2 weeks. Send me any tips, information, pieces of advice that you would like to share, and you could become a podcast star. Post your comments on YouTube. You can always get a transcript of any podcast by clicking on transcript. And as always, stay tuned for the next announcement, because that will mean that a new podcast is ready for you. Have a great week, everybody. Thanks. Bye.